Hey everyone, you get a double header today. I been so busy I didn't realize that Rob Reiner had died, and I wanted to make a quick video just to say rest in peace. As many of you know, I grew up in Hawaii, and at the time I grew up in Hawaii, it was a small television market, so there's no money to broadcast, so it was addicted to reruns, and so generationally I got shifted back a little bit, and I grew up on Nick at Night with things like I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched and a lot of 70s shows like All in the Family, for example, which is why I have an affinity for these cultural icons that come from a generation before me. But Rob Reiner actually starred in All in the Family's Meathead, ran from 1971 to 1979, and then he transitioned, as many actors do, into the director's seat. And I ended up watching a lot of the movies that he came out with. Like one of my favorite was This Is Spinal Tap, because I use the phrase "this goes to 11" quite a bit, and unfortunately, many people today, don't know what that phrase means. But my favorite was The Princess Bride. I actually just saw The Princess Bride again in Nashville, Tennessee, with the orchestra there, where they actually played the soundtrack of it. And I've met some of the actors who played in the movie throughout the years, and it was always cool. He kind of reached the peak of his career with A Few Good Men and other things in the 90s, and he was quite popular there. And he's just a good director and fun guy, and he brought a lot of joy and love to my life, especially with some of his earlier works. And I was really sad to see him go. I spent a lot of my time in the cryptocurrency space, but I also spend quite a bit of time in creative media. We have a game development company, and so we're always thinking about cinematography and narrative development and dialogue and plots and what makes engaging and fun characters. So you always study the greats, and you always look at, from your own life story, what parts have been fun to watch. In fact, if you look at some of the greatest video games, like Larian Studios, for example, they were highly inspired by Rob's work. And they took that into the Divinity series, and they took that into Baldur's Gate 3 when they made it. So, real sad to see him go, especially it sounds like it was a pretty tragic way with him and his wife being stabbed to death. And that should never happen. And he was, from all accounts, a good person, a very sweet person, a very loved person. And I never had a chance to meet him. And I'm sad for that because I really did enjoy The Princess Bride and other things that he did. So I just wanted to make a quick video to say rest in peace, Rob, and you're going to be missed. And I'm sad we never got to see a sequel of The Princess Bride. And I'm sad that we won't be able to see a sequel to some of your other work. And whenever an old legendary director passes on, the art still stands. So I think I definitely will watch something that he created this weekend in homage to his great work. And my condolences to his family and to his friends in this difficult time. Thanks, everyone.